Tonight on Hunter.
This is the 11th homosexual we've had murdered in the last 5 months.
I killed all of them except one.
Which one didn't you kill?
Him. I didn't kill him.
We've got 24 hours to find Sanger's killer.
I was his companion for 10 years, Sergeant. I'm not embarrassed by that. But why are you asking this? You have caught Mark's killer.
No.
There he is. He's up on the 6th floor.
Hold it right there!
Captain, Lee, you sure about this one?
That's why I called you, Sal.
Young Caucasian male, wire wrapped around the neck, body covered in plastic.
Lipstick on the lips?
Yes.
You're a hell of a sight before breakfast. Get it out of here.
You know, Sal, this is a sight I'm getting tired of looking at.
You know, wait a minute, Charlie.
Now, you wait a minute. This is the 11th homosexual we've had murdered in the last 5 months. And your task force has come up with nothing.
We've been doing all the right things, Captain.
Yeah, I know. We're all doing the right things.
Is there anything special you would like me to do on this case, Captain?
It's your task force, Sal.
Denny, would you let me know what you have other than a handful of nothing?
How about a witness?
You're kidding.
No, our friend over here saw the drop.
Hunter, would you like to share with me, please?
Certainly. Pickup truck, tan in color, driven by one adult male. It was too dark to see the driver.
Does he remember the license plate number?
Well, sure he does. And he remembers the bank number of his last paycheck.
2 PCE 365.
Boy, I'd call that more than just a handful of nothing, wouldn't you, Sal?
Father! Police! I want to talk to you. me! Man, you broke my nose! I'm gonna sue! You Gestapo!
Not too shabby, kid.
You're wrong, man. I never seen any of these guys.
Mr. Calder, we have physical evidence that links you to these murders. We have fibers, we have hair, and we just have two of your prints matched up.
Must have been my twin brother.
Mr. Calder, we found plastic pallet covers in your garage.
I'm a painter, man. I use them for drop cloths.
That's not what you use them for. You use them to wrap up your victims after you strangle them with piano wires. Hey, scumbag, come here. Come here. Now look, you recognize any of these guys?
No.
What about the lipstick, Mr. Calder?
What lipstick?
The one in your glove compartment. It matches lipstick on the victims' mouths.
John, why do you do that? Why do you put lipstick on their mouths after you kill them? Does it turn on to you? Go to hell!
Hey, take it easy, Sarge.
You're full of it, man. You know that? You are really full of it.
Let's take 5, Sal, huh?
That's a good idea. Hey, Will. I'm not through with you. I'll be back.
Well, I see you haven't lost your touch, Sal.
Well, why don't you handle it, Hunter?
I will.
So what's next?
Lunch. Definitely lunch.
You were right, Rick. Hell of a hero they make at that deli.
I think it's the mustard, John. It's the mustard that brings that sandwich to life.
You got that right. You know your mustard.
Look at the meat. They sliced it so thin you can read through it. Now, not a lot of people understand what goes into a good sandwich.
Yeah, I tell you, a lot of people don't understand nothing. I mean, some stuff, you gotta be a man to understand.
Right. Now, you see those guys up there on the board? They wouldn't understand what goes into a good sandwich. They're not men.
Yeah, no way.
And you know, the more I think about this, the more I'm beginning to think that you're not a man either.
What are you talking about?
Look, maybe we got the wrong guy here. And maybe you didn't kill all these guys. Maybe what we really do have here is another limp wrist.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe you just wanted these guys for sex.
Is that what you think? Is that what you really think?
That's what it looks like, and I have an idea that's what it looked like to those guys, too.
Yeah. That's how they all looked at it. That's what all of them thought. But I showed them. I showed them all. You're really smart, aren't you?
John, look, don't you think we want to make a statement now?
Yes. Why not?
Okay. Don't go away.
Hey, Rick?
Yeah.
You still got one problem.
What's that?
I didn't kill all of them. I killed all of them except one.
Which one didn't you kill?
Come on over. Guess which one?
Well, I'm afraid I'm not a very good guesser, John.
Him. I didn't kill him. But I wish I would have.
What are you saying? That this extraterrestrial is copping to 10 of the 11 counts?
He's hung up on the fifth victim.
The fifth? Which one was that?
Mark Sanger, the architect.
Oh, yeah, the architect. That was your case, wasn't it?
Until we get rid of Drosso.
The MO was the same on the first 4 serial killings. The man is jerking our chain.
Why would he do that?
Why does a psychopath do anything?
You know, I think Sal's right.
There you go.
We give Mr. Calder here a couple more hours, he's going to tell us things about the Sanger murder we don't want to hear.
Captain, none of this means a hill of beans until we talk to Calder's girlfriend, which McCall is doing right now.
Stayed in all night. I remember.
Cindy, how can you be so sure that it was the night of July 12th?
It was his birthday. I made him a cake.
You know that if you're not telling the truth, you could get into a lot of trouble.
I know.
Did he ever mention this man, Sanger? Mark Sanger?
I don't think so. He looks nice. Did John kill him?
We're trying to find that out now. Have you ever seen him before?
No, I don't think so.
What about these men?
He hated them.
He hated these men?
No, just all of them. Those people kept talking about them all the time. And all the time, all those other times, he came here to me right after. And he, with those same hands that did what you said he did. Right after. I didn't know.
I think she's telling the truth.
Don't do this to me, Dee Dee. Buchanan, now you tell him that Calder killed Sanger, and we can prove it.
I don't think we can do it, Sarge. We have evidence linking him to 8 of the murders. He's confessed to 2 others and laid out the details, but Sanger...
What, he has some sort of special relationship with this sissy Sanger?
Are you absolutely certain that Sanger was gay, Sal, or would you just call that your special intuition?
WD.
All right, that's enough.
Sanger was an admitted homosexual.
Look, is there anything in the Sanger murder that differentiates from the other killings?
It's always the same MO. Right down the line.
Oh, wait just a second, Sal. Sanger did not have the same M.O. as the other victims.
And what does that mean?
He had a good-paying job, lived in an expensive condominium in Brentwood with the same man for the last 10 years. All the other victims were hustlers and drug addicts.
So, look, Sal, did you lump Sanger with the other murders just because he was a homosexual?
We figured he was bored. And he wanted to get his jollies. So we went out to find some rough street trade. Found the wrong guy. There's nothing that says that isn't the way it happened.
I can't believe that Drosso thinks Calder's going to admit to that 5th killing.
Look, Drosso thinks every good cop is like an umpire. He's not allowed to make a bad call. Well, hello, John.
Hey, you want to know why I put lipstick on those guys?
Why?
It was a joke.
Get him out of here.
It was a joke, man. Don't you get it?
Charlie?
We got a problem.
What do you mean we got a problem?
Well, the chief thinks we got a leak, and I agree with him.
What do you mean, a leak?
Well, the information about the lipstick on the victim's lips,
We kept that deliberately from the press, and somehow it got out.
So now it goes to Internal Affairs?
No, the chief agreed that we could handle it for now.
So we're going to handle the case.
That's right. But here's how we're going to handle it. I want you to investigate everyone on the task force who had even the slightest access to that information. Everyone. You reopen the Sanger case, but keep it quiet. The chief talked to the DA and Calder's attorney. We've got 24 hours to find Sanger's killer, or else he goes to the press and tells them we have a copycat.
We don't have much time. Let's go. Thanks, Captain.
Sal? I gotta talk to you.
What can I do for you?
You heard that Hunter and I have the Sanger killing.
Yes, I heard.
So you know there's a possible leak on the Calder case. Devane thinks that it could be from the task force.
Let me tell you something, that's a lot of crap. And I'll ask him myself.
He wants you to talk to me.
You can forget it. What does he do, huh? He sends a pretty little lady down here to bat her eyelashes at me and finagle it out of me. Forget it. You'll ask me face to face.
Hey, Sal! I busted my hump, same as you for my 3 stripes. I took the same exams, took the same risks.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah? Well, let me tell you what I mean. You don't play ball with me, and I'm going to hand this over to Internal Affairs, and they will make it an official investigation, period. Or do I have to bat my eyelashes and repeat that for you?
No. No thanks. I got it.
Good.
I really had you pegged wrong, Dee. Thought you were one of the boys.
That's the last thing you thought.
Right.
Sergeant Hunter, I'm glad you caught Mark's killer. But I don't know what I could possibly tell you people any more about Mark than I already have.
Just tell me what you told Sergeant Drosso.
Look, I've got a deposition to take in 10 minutes.
Mr. Stanfield, please, this will only take a short period of time. Now, you knew Mark Sanger well, is that correct?
I was his companion for 10 years, Sergeant. I'm not embarrassed by that. Wait a minute, why are you asking this? You have caught Mark's killer.
No. Mr. Stansfield, you told Sergeant Drosso you didn't believe that Mark was killed like the others. Why was that?
Because Mark didn't go to pickup bars. And he sure as hell didn't hang out on the street. But that little nuance didn't carry much weight with Sergeant Drosso. Why the hell didn't you people believe me the first time?
I'm sorry, I can't answer that. Please, Mr. Stansfield, sit down. Go ahead. Thank you.
When they first told me he'd been killed by that psychopath, I thought, no. Not Mark. Not like that. But then, you begin to doubt. Someone you know like you know yourself. And you start to say, well, maybe I didn't really know him at all. Maybe nights he wasn't working late. Maybe what we had was a lie.
Can you think of anybody who would want to kill Mark Sanger?
Mark was a nice guy. A dull, good citizen type. At a dinner party, he's the one whose name you never learned.
Well, it's getting late. I'll let you get back to work. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Don't you want to know where I was the night of his death?
You're home watching television. L.A. Law, to be exact.
Not much of an alibi, is it?
I've heard better. Thanks again. This is Sergeant Hunter. Show me code 6 at Bookman Center.
Excuse me, where can I find Mr. Sedgwick? Up on the 6th floor. Take the elevator up, take a hard hat on the way. Thank you. Okay, I'm ready.
It's 42,000 square feet. I think you'll agree it has a lot of potential.
Yeah, it has potential, but I don't know if I have the time to get down there this
Well,
I'm not enthusiastic.
I'll follow it. I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay, you do that, all right?
Mr. Sedgwick. Sergeant Hunter.
Sergeant, this is one of my associates, Bart Muller.
Mr. Muller? Pleasure. Hi, how are you?
Well, Phil, thanks for working me in. Just think about that little parcel in Echo Park. It'd be a terrific mini mall.
I'll do that, Bart.
Nice meeting you.
You too.
Well, you wanted to talk to me about Mark Sanger, I believe.
Yes, sir. Now, in going over your conversation with Sergeant Drosto, he asked you an awful lot of questions about Mark Sanger's personal life.
Oh, you mean about his being gay?
Yes. I'd like to ask you some questions about what it was like to work with Mark Sanger.
Well, he was the best damned architect I ever had.
What do you mean?
The client decided he wanted a helicopter pad between the 9th and 10th floor. I think Mark could have worked it into his plans.
Oh, really? Now, did Mark have a large clientele before he came to work for you?
Well, he was doing okay, but I believe my projects were the lion's share of his workload.
I see. Where was his offices?
On the west side. But when he started working full-time on my projects, he started working out of his home.
You ever been to his home?
No.
Have you ever socialized with Mark, had drinks at his house, gone to dinner with him at all?
No, not really.
Is it because of his lifestyle?
No, it just didn't work out.
You mean you've worked with him over a period of time closely on projects and you've never had the opportunity or desire to go out with the guy, have a drink, or have dinner with him at all? Or?
What are you getting at, Sarge?
What were Mark Sanger's work habits?
What do you mean?
Well, was he reliable, punctual?
Oh, he was extremely reliable.
Did you notice any difference or any change in his behavior before he was killed?
No. I never noticed anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, Mr. Sedgwick. Appreciate your time.
My pleasure, Sergeant.
Now, if I need to get a hold of you, where can I do that?
Well, if I'm not at my office downtown, you can find me right here.
Thank you. Gonna be a hell of a building, huh?
Yeah. Thank you.
Excuse me. Ever see this gentleman in here before?
Nope. What'd he do?
He died.
Oh.
Kind of a quiet place, huh?
Yeah, they come in here for some good conversation and a stiff drink. It's not a pickup kind of place, never has been.
You see that fella standing up in front of the window there, the one in the blue sports shirt? Has he ever been in here before?
Yeah, he comes in here.
How often?
He's a regular. He likes Gershwin. No, I'm wrong. Cole Porter. He likes Cole Porter.
Cole Porter, huh?
Hey, Frank. Sergeant, got a minute?
Sure.
Go for a walk.
Okay. What's up?
Imperial like Cole Porter.
Yeah, that's right. Who told you?
I saw you last night at Daltrey's. The piano bar player told me you're regular down there.
Look, I haven't told anybody on the force I'm gay because I work with guys like Sal Drasso. Because it would just get in the way of me doing my job.
Why did you volunteer for the task force, Frank?
People are getting killed because of their sexual preferences. It's a pretty drastic form of discrimination. I didn't like it.
Do you realize you're now a prime suspect in the Sanger killing?
Why? Because I'm gay?
No, because you knew about the lipstick. And you also frequent an upscale gay bar near Sanger's home.
So what's your scenario, Sergeant? Or maybe there was something between us and it went bad?
That's a possibility, Frank. Look, you're on the short list, you know that? Any police officer in my situation would think the same thing until we checked it out.
So check it out. Oh, and while you're at it, why don't you tell everybody I'm gay so I can become the department freak?
Hey, Frank, lose the wounded gay bit, okay?
Look, Sergeant, I've applied for the commissioner's office. You know what that means.
There's no reason to think this has anything to do with that.
No reason? Come on, Hunter. You know how these elite offices work. One guy in the commissioner's office can blackball me. No reason, no justification. I just don't get in. And you do what you have to do.
So what's so urgent you don't go fishing on your day off?
Why don't you pour me one of those?
I got your bottle right here. Hey, old friend. Looking a little peaked.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Bart, you remember a few months back, we were hammering down our corporation deal? We went out drinking.
I remember the hangover.
Well, I might have said some things about that creep that knocked off all those gay guys.
Yeah. You caught the guy you caught the other day.
Bart, you know an architect named Sanger? Mark Sanger?
Never heard of him. Why?
I can check on that.
So, what is this?
If you told anybody, I mean anybody, anything about the way those guys got whacked...
I didn't...
What? Got whacked. Like about the lipstick, anything like that. You tell me now.
I didn't... Nobody, not anybody. Word of honor. What the hell's going on, Sal?
There's a possibility that one of the victims was not killed by the suspect. This architect, Mark Sanger. Could be a copycat killing.
I'll be damned. Sal, what does that have to do with you and me?
Nothing. Forget it.
Huh. It's forgotten. Partners.
Yeah, it's a partners and partnerships. Like Muller and Drasso, Real Estate Corporation. Good to see you, Bart.
So, have you got anything new on the task force?
Not much.
Drasso's not cooperating?
He doesn't think the leak came from there.
He's stonewalling. If he wasn't so close to retirement, I'd bust him down to uniform. Try to work around him if you can.
Hey, hi, guys. Hey, Charlie. Listen, I've been thinking about this. We've exhausted every gay lead in the Sanger killing, right? What if he was killed because of his business dealings?
It's worth a try. Maybe Drasso overlooked something.
Yeah, oh, and while you're at it, why don't you go visit Stansfield again?
It's a good idea.
You know, I keep meaning to pack up Mark's things, send them back to his mother in Connecticut, but somehow I just never seem to get around to it.
Mr. Stansfield, Did the task force look into Mark's business records?
Yes, but they were really more interested in his personal life.
Yeah. Now, you say that Mark did most of his work on his PC, right?
Well, a good deal of it. He used to do a lot of graphics work on the PC.
I see. Now, of the discs I have here in my hand, 3 are not labeled like the others.
Really? That's strange.
Yeah. Can we put that one on?
Sure.
Let's see what we get.
Now, this word here, book, why is that blocked out like that?
I don't know. It's strange. Let me bring it up, that file. Huh, that file's protected by a security code.
Oh, brother. Listen, Mr. Stansfield, if it's not too much of an imposition, you think I could take these 3 discs with me and have the lab look at them?
No problem at all.
Great, thank
You
you.
think there could be something in this file that might pertain to Mark's murder?
There's a good possibility.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hello. Sure, hold on a second. Sergeant Hunter, it's for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hunter. Yeah, Frank. Right? Yeah, sure, I know where it is. Yeah, I'll meet you there in about a half hour. Yeah, good, thanks. Mr. Stansfield, I gotta go. Appreciate your time very much.
Sure. Could you let me know what you find out? I need to know why he died.
Certainly. When I find something out, I'll call you.
Thanks.
Thanks again.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Pasquale, my usual, please. Well, I'm here. This better be very good, Bart.
You remember that conversation we had about those homosexual killings, the one, you know, where the killer marked his victims with lipstick?
Yeah. What about it?
Well, that information came to me, as you know, from my friend, Sergeant Saldrasso, and in mentioning it to you, I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah?
I didn't think anything of it until Mark Sanger was murdered. Turns out, Mark Sanger's murder was the only murder they can't pin on their prime suspect, the guy who killed all the others. Police think Sanger must have been killed by someone who had that information that was leaked from the task force.
Okay. But I don't get it.
Don't you think we should go to the police?
Do you? Hey, wait a minute. You think I had anything to do with Mark Sanger's murder? I mean, come on. We all knew he was gay. I don't believe this. You take this thing to the police, you know, you could ruin your friend, Sergeant Rosso. And where would your business be then?
They don't give a damn about the business.
Oh, really? Well, that's not exactly what you told me. Besides, let's not forget that I have a building that's got to be completed in 5 months. Now, an investigation, I could lose millions.
I don't know.
Well, let me help you know. Tell you what I'll do here. When you and your friend Rosso start that business of yours, you like to get off on the right foot. Now, maybe this check for $100,000 will help.
Thanks for coming. I'd feel funny talking about this at Parker Center. Look, sorry, I blew a gasket this morning.
Hey, look, Frank, let's just forget about it and push your head. What's going on?
I want you to see this. You know who owns it?
Yeah, William Sedgwick, Sedgwick International.
Yeah, that's right. But there's something else. The real estate deal was brokered by a guy named Muller. I looked it up in the Hall of Records this afternoon.
Yeah, I met Muller.
Yeah, well, this guy Muller is kind of a police groupie, always hanging around the center. Drosso seemed to like having him around. They were pretty tight, drinking buddies. So much so that Drosso and Muller are going into business when the Sarge retires. So, I started to wonder if Drosso didn't leak the information to Muller.
I hope you're wrong, Frank, for Drosso's sake.
I don't feel very good about this.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But you should feel good about the work. Did a good job, Frank.
Thanks.
Thank you. Frank?
Yeah?
We're gonna catch Mark Sanger's killer, believe me. How you doing?
I just spoke with Frank Buchanan. He tells me that Muller and Drosso are drinking buddies. Also, they were going to go into business together after Drosso's retirement.
Are you telling me that you think Drosso was the leak?
It looks that way.
How does this fit into the Sanger killing?
Well, look, I found this check for $100,000 from Sedgwick to Muller. Might have been blackmailing him.
Boy, this really doesn't look good for Drosso.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find him, talk to him.
Yeah, look. I took these 3 floppy disks out of Sanger's computer. I want you to take them back to the lab, run them. When you find out what's on them, call me. I'll be at Sedgwick International.
Good luck.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
Sal.
What can I do for you?
I called your family. They said I could find you here.
Oh.
Your friend, Bart Muller, was shot and killed this afternoon.
What happened?
What happened? Sal, we know that you leaked the information on the serial killing to the man, and now he's dead. That's what happened.
You're telling me there's a connection and that Bart's dead because of that?
What do you think?
I screwed up in that Edie. Bart's dead and 25 years on the force down the toilet. But it doesn't take much, does it? You go and have a couple of drinks with a buddy and you ever make a mistake, Dee? Sure you have. Everybody has. Somebody got killed because of it, did they?
I gotta go, Sal.
Are you gonna, you'll take this to the vein, aren't you?
No. I was thinking maybe you'd want to do that.
Thank you. Thank you, girl.
I am sorry.
Get out of here.
If anybody inside the company wanted to get access to the computer files they weren't supposed to have, would there be any way of knowing that? Thank you.
Absolutely. I've installed a security program that will trace any unlawful intrusion right back to its terminal of origin.
Terminal of origin. But tell me, have there been any unauthorized entries into the computer in the last year or so?
Well, there has, yes, several months ago.
From a Mark Sanger's terminal?
How did you know that?
Was Mr. Sedgwick made aware of this?
Well, yes, he did.
What do you say about it?
Well, that Sanger had told him all about it. It was just a mistake.
Telephone call for Sergeant Hunter.
Oh, you can take it over there.
Thank you. Hunter.
The lab says that those floppy disks contain building specs on Bookman Center, and the specs are not up to code.
So that's the connection. Sedgwick was skimming millions of dollars off the building materials. Sanger found out about it, so Sedgwick killed him. Okay, I'm going over to Bookman Center now. Send enough backup for a 187 suspect. Thanks. And thank you.
There he is. He's up on the 6th floor. Go around that way.
Got it.
Sergeant, gotta come take a look at this.
Police, freeze! Hold it right there, Sedgwick!
Help me! Help me! For God's sake, help me! Please, help me! Please, help me! Please! Help me! Please! Ah.
Cuff him.
Hi. Drosso has been suspended with pay pending an inquiry.
Wow, no kidding. You know, it's very unfortunate, but I certainly hope he comes through this thing regardless of what happens to him.
Criminals and cops, the only real students of human nature. Remember that? It was from The Big Sleep.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Humphrey Bogart never said that in A Big Sleep. Hi, Frank.
Hi.
How's it going?
Got some business?
Yeah, well, so do I. It was from The Big Sleep.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I'll give you The Big Sleep. What's up, Frank?
Came to talk to the captain.
They want me to go in there with you?
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, come in.
Captain?
So you brought reinforcements, huh?
Look,
Buchanan, if you're here for a recommendation to the commissioner's office, I'm just finishing up the paperwork right now.
I appreciate that, sir, but maybe you should hear what I have to say first.
Okay.
I've talked this over with Sergeant Hunter, and I think you ought to know. I'm gay.
Well, I don't know what that has to do with anything. Do you?
No, sir, I don't.
So, I'll just send this paperwork in as is. Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm kind of busy. I said I'm busy.
Tonight on Hunter.
This is the 11th homosexual we've had murdered in the last 5 months.
I killed all of them except one.
Which one didn't you kill?
Him. I didn't kill him.
We've got 24 hours to find Sanger's killer.
I was his companion for 10 years, Sergeant. I'm not embarrassed by that. But why are you asking this? You have caught Mark's killer.
No.
There he is. He's up on the 6th floor.
Hold it right there!
You sure about this one?
That's why I called you, Sal.
Young Caucasian male, wire wrapped around the neck, body covered in plastic.
Lipstick on the lips?
Yes.
You're a hell of a sight before breakfast. Get it out of here.
You know, Sal, this is a sight I'm getting tired of looking at.
You know, wait a minute, Charlie.
Now, you wait a minute. This is the 11th homosexual we've had murdered in the last 5 months. And your task force has come up with nothing.
We've been doing all the right things, Captain.
Yeah, I know. We're all doing the right things.
Is there anything special you would like me to do on this case, Captain?
It's your task force, Sal.
Denny, would you let me know what you have other than a handful of nothing?
How about a witness?
You're kidding.
Now, our friend over here saw the job.
Hunter, would you like to share with me, please?
Certainly. Pickup truck, tanning color, driven by one adult male. It was too dark to see the driver.
Does he remember the license plate number?
Well, sure he does. And he remembers the bank number of his last paycheck.
2 PCE 365.
Boy, I'd call that more than just a handful of nothing, wouldn't you, Sal?
Father! Police! Want to talk to you.